Today we're touring this space that consists of unique combination of qualities and features that are intentional and rare to come by. And today's space is in Loresho, and this is how the exterior of the space looks like. So right here we have this space for your parking. You could fit your cars right here. So maybe let's say 2 cars here, right? And then 2 cars on the other side as well. And the landscaping that has been done here is exceptional. Look at what we're seeing here. We have all this greenery space right here. Now let's go and see what the inside of the house has to offer. I'm standing right at the entry of this very beautiful space, and right here we have the entry door. It's a pivoted teak wood door, which is quality and nicely done wood right here. It leads us to this entry foyer, which is quite a good space. And I love this wallpaper that has been done on this wall. It gives that feeling of a combination of the outdoor space and the inner space. It makes it feel you're not just looking at concrete. So this wallpaper has been nicely done, and as you can see, we have these double height ceilings from the very low floor to the second floor of this home. And something I love about this home is the richness of wood that we're going to see and the qualities of wood that we're going to see around the house as we continue to tour. Like for example, if you look at this console that has been done here by the interior designer, it looks exceptional, and everything that's on top of it, including this mirror that has been done here. One thing that I must mention is that there is intentionality in the interior that has been done in this home. And as we walk in, we have this spiral staircase here that leads us to the other floors in this home. It's also wood. It has been nicely done. Again, the teak wood that we've seen from the door, and I love this art piece here. A wooden art piece goes really well with this wooden feeling and richness in this home. I'm also really a fan of texturized walls, and if you've watched videos that I've toured, I think you can tell, because look at this wall. You would think it's a wallpaper, but it's not a wallpaper. It's just texture. I think it's texturized paint. Like, it feels so good, and it's such rich texture right here. And let's talk about this space. This space looks good as it is because, again, it's wood. If it was concrete, maybe we would think about it in another way, but it looks good because it's wood. But I'm thinking to myself that we could elevate this space by maybe doing an artificial garden right here. Have the artificial trees or even the natural trees. We could do that as well. But I had my friend Mansa say that if he had this space, he would do a piano. And I'm thinking to myself, it could be a good idea as well. So depending on your feel and whichever you would want to choose, I think that's also a nice thing to have there. Right here we have the powder room. It's not in your face when you're in the living room space, which means it has been tucked away from the living room space. And as you can see, we have a very nicely done mirror with a very unique design, a design that we don't always see, but it's such a nice curved design. As you keep touring the house, you're going to realize the details that are there in all the bathrooms. So as soon as you walk into this space, you realize that there's so much intentionality when it comes to the interior design, and we have to give credit to that. It has been nicely done. From the furniture, you look at these pieces that have been done here. This coffee table, it looks exceptional. Again, wood. And then they didn't just play around with fabric here. You can see these wooden sides of this seat right here. Looking at the architectural design of this home, when we look at this chandelier that has been done here, it looks exceptional. It runs from the very top and then it gets up to this height, and it looks like a very nice statement to have in a home. I love it, love it, love it, love it so much. So something else that I really love and I would like to appreciate is the picture windows that run from the very top of this home to this level that we are on, allowing so much natural lighting. This table, this high table where you can have your cocktails, have your wine, have your friends over, and then you can just sit here and enjoy your evening, enjoy your maybe morning. It's such a nice additional piece. And also whatever has been done with it, again, wood. I mentioned that you're going to see so much richness of wood in this house, which is something that I really appreciate. When you look at this wall, it's another texturized wall, and this piece right here, another very interesting piece that has been added there. Also, we have this chandelier on this side. It looks very exceptional. They're very unique pieces right here, I must say. And as I mentioned when we were starting, we were going to see very amazing and unique pieces of this home. Here we have this partitioning. It partitions your living room space from your dining area space so that it doesn't feel like you're living in a very open home. This dining area space is expansive because it runs from this very end to up to where the partitioning starts, which means you can have a very long table. If you have a very huge family, you can have a bigger dining set here, because for instance you could hold, it feels like a royal dinner right here with all this space to work with. I can guarantee you have everything that you would want to go for. Right above this dining set is this very beautifully done chandelier, and on top of it we have the gypsum, which has been nicely done. Right here we have these glass doors that leads you to your terrace, which is very pretty, where you can have your conversations here with your partner or with your family or your kids. Right adjacent to this dining area space, we have the kitchen, which sometimes is the heart of the home. So in this kitchen, it looks massive, it's expansive, because we have this island space right here. And even if we have the island space, we still have space to work with right here and on the other side, which is impressive. I love the fact that there is such complementary colors. The colors are complementing each other. At least they're not fighting against each other, because for instance, when you look at these marble countertops with the gray veining, that gray veining goes really well with this design, this wall design right here. And when you look at the appliances, which are black, goes really well again with these sockets and also this wall right here. So this home comes fully fitted with the oven, the microwave, the burners, and also this wood extractor right here. Such an amazing kitchen, and I must again comment about this wooden top right here. The reason I love this space, this specific space, this one is for me, very biased about it, is because I'm not really a fan of cooking. So it means I can make conversations when someone else is cooking. So I just sit here and they cook. I just talk to them as they cook. Right on this side, we have the pantry, which is expansive, and you can have all your stuff in there. And on this side, we have the laundry area, which is a good size because it fits your washing machine and your dryer right there. And we have the sink on this other side. And right here we have the first bedroom, which is the only bedroom on this floor. And I love the fact that it's tucked away from the living room space and from everything that is happening on the living room space. To an extent, you might not notice that we have a bedroom on this level, which is quite interesting if you ask me. It also has a door that leads you outside to the terrace and to everything that is happening on the outside. One thing I love about the bedrooms is that we have the wooden floor tiling, which is the statement in this home. So there's not much to talk about a bedroom, except now we're talking about the flooring, we're talking about the the ceiling, the lights on the ceiling, and also now the statement of the lights that we can see. But the interior design is exceptional. Right here we have the closet for this room, and it comes with a nicely done statement mirror. So this mirror, you can just push it and use it. So if this room is being used by a lady, it makes it very easy to maybe do your makeup right here and just look and admire yourself because you have the light here. So it's such a good piece, I'd say. So right on the opposite side, we have the bathroom for this room. It's an all ensuite, so every other room has a bathroom. This is quite massive space to work with, this shower cubicle, and it comes with the rain head shower and the telephone shower, and all the sanitary wares are black in color, which gives it all the statement that we need, and this very nicely done mirror. This home has 3 levels, so we have this lower level, and then we have the second level that has the bedrooms, and the topmost level which has the rooftop, which can be used for your activities up there. Let's go. Here we have the landing area, which can be used as a family space, and it has actually been staged like a family room where you can just watch TV from here, have conversations with your family from here, maybe your kids, have fun time, game time, you know, whatever you want to do with your family and your kids. And right across we can see there is wallpaper that has been done here, and it's such a nice additional piece by the interior designer, which means it doesn't come with the house. Right here we have this, again, another statement feature chandelier that looks very nicely done, adding to this space so that it doesn't just look like a plain space. And we have this partitioning here. It's just to jog your mind with the staging of how you could play around with your home. This piece doesn't come with the house, but it's something that you could consider having in your home, because just look at how beautiful it makes your space feel. Like it feels like your space has been closed a bit. It doesn't feel like it's too in the open. Right there we have the stairs leading to the top floor. Before we get to the bedrooms, we have this space right here that has been tucked away, and it has been staged as an office. So most of the time when I see these kind of walls, for me what comes to my mind is wall of fame. Like I could play around with family photos here, or just wall art. Right here we have the first bedroom on this level, which means this is our second bedroom, because we saw the other bedroom on the lower level. It's quite similar to the other one, but it feels like it's a bit bigger than the other one. Even when you look at the closet, you get to realize that it's a bit bigger than the one that we saw from the other level. But the continuation of the wooden tiling, you can see it's the same wooden tiling, which is very nicely done. And our statement mirror has also been done right here, which again is another piece that makes this home a very beautiful space. Right here we have this storage design, which is a first, you know. Now that we've seen this bedroom, let's have a look at the last bedroom before we see the master bedroom. If you look at this space right here, like we have so much space to play around with. So if there's that much space, and then there's still some little space here to have your bedside table right there, and then this table and the other space right there, there's massive space in this bedroom. So much space to play around with. And right here we have the ensuite for this room. It's much bigger than the one that we saw. Again, the rain head shower, the telephone shower, and the sanitary wares in black. And sometimes we don't get to see the beds on the bathrooms that we tour, but this one, there's that provision, which is a well thought through functional feature. Right on this side, we have the master bedroom, where I usually say the magic happens. Which magic? I have no idea. But right here, when you look at this space, it's also massive space to work with. I love this statement. Like, I've been looking at this bed since I came here, and I love it so much. Like, it looks so good. Like, whoever made it did an exceptional job, I must say. It's a bit lower, but looking at the design, it looks so good. And also, when you look at this detail, when I talked about richness in wood, look at this detail. I must say that everything that has been done in this house by the interior designer is exceptional, and everything is well thought through, because tell me why they thought they would have this right here. Just look at this piece. Just look at every piece that we've seen in this home. Exceptional. Very nicely done, well thought through, and unique and of quality. So right here we have this walk-in closet. Runs from that very end to this other end, and this right here is such a nice additional feature to just play with your mind and tell you what you would do with this space. Maybe you could do a mirror here as well, as that has been done. And when you open this, let me just show you something right here. We have this right here, another additional feature to maybe do your tiles, socks, I don't know, whatever you would want to do there. And we also have the mirror statement right on the other side, like we've seen with every other room that we've seen. And here we have the bathroom for your primary suite. And right on this side we have the bathtub, where you get to unwind after a very tiresome evening, after a very tiresome day, I mean. So in the evening, maybe you unwind here, or just maybe take a glass of wine from here and just have your bubble bath from here. And right on this side, we have this hanging vanity, where you have this storage space. Let me just show you something, because I love how beautifully this has been done and how unique it looks. Again, quality and functionality. And here you have your his and hers, so you get to have both sides where you can get to operate, both of you, in the bathroom, you know. Now that we're done with this level of the home, let me show you the last level of this home. This staircase leads us to the very last level of this home, which is the rooftop. This is the landing space for this level, and we have this storage space on this level, which is interesting to have additional space. You know, sometimes you struggle with, where do I keep things that I'm not using currently, but I might use them in the next 6 months. This storage space would serve you for that. And right here, this door opens to this rooftop space, which is very expansive. This home also comes with a number of amenities, including the swimming pool, the clubhouse, and many more. If you ask me what I think about this home, I'd call it a masterpiece. But I want to know what you think about this home, and if you want to book a private showing, just hit me up.